Alright, since the last one seemed to work okay, I think I'll try one more. This is also from Jason Ladanya. Actually, the two that whatever, that I think are easily doable, and I can see myself performing those. I don't know about the rest of them. There's some good ideas in there. Anyway, this one here goes like that. You have three people choose a card each. This person chooses a card. This person chooses a card, and this person chooses a card. And kind of want to do something else with it, but what have you. Okay, so anyway, so they all choose a card, and the first one replaces his card over here. Try to understand the frame here. This person here replaces his card over here, and the last person replaces his card over here, close towards the bottom. And you very fairly do all that, and you say, I'm going to have this, well, the Jack of Diamonds from earlier, I'll have this guy help me find your card. Has to be somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure where, but I know it's somewhere in there, and it'll help me find that card, or your cards rather, all of your cards, and it'll help me find that, and do this by doing that. Give it one quick shuffle, and somewhere in there, I don't know much about your cards, but I know that one card was close towards the bottom, one, well, close towards the top, middle, center, not sure. But the Jack's going to help me. The Jack's going to tell me something about your cards. I know that if nothing else, they have red backs. I don't know, whatever. You're not impressed. I'll just do this, and lo and behold, the four Jacks showed up. And this one is your card, and this one is your card, and this one is your card. That one I can actually see this. It's an effect that I've read initially in the late 90s. In fact, I remember I had a James Swain book. I got a James Swain book. I was in Reno, and I read this particular effect, roughly this effect. And it's a James Swain effect, and it's not his either. It's the Percy Diaconus Collectors. I remember reading it at the time. I thought, wow, I don't see. And what he did is quite nice, really. I didn't do that this time, but what you can do is you can take a joker and turn the joker into a breather. That's just an idea that I have with it. Obviously, you don't have to, but you turn the joker into a reverse breather. You take the four jacks or four queens or what have you. You'll leave them on top, and you have, as the fifth card, your reverse breather. I'll show you why that makes sense in a second. And you have three people choose a card each, whatever. Queen of, this is going to be the cards: Queen of Hearts, Three of Diamonds, and Seven of Diamonds, what have you. And usually when I do an under the spread sort of cull, I don't quite get what the point of a guide card is, but every time you read Darwin Ortiz, he's talking about something about a guide card. I haven't seen you use a guide card either. I don't get the point. But anyway, so in this case, you use the fifth from the top. In this case, you reverse breathe as a guide card, whatever that means. You have the first card replaced. You steal it under the spread underneath the guide card. You have the three of clubs replaced, and again it goes under the spread under the guide card. And then you have the last card also replaced under the spread, and you don't steal it under the spread anymore. You just leave those cards there. You may fan the rest of the cards, what have you, and all the cards are apparently lost to all but the gods. Now what you do is, he just does a quadruple turnover. You can do that. But as you know, I always like to show a single card before I do any multiple turnovers. And I do not feel guilty doing this, because if you're talking, you just showed it before. you show it again, whatever. Point being, it's a quadruple, but you showed it to be a single first. And now you have to do a Pharaoh shuffle. You don't have to do a Pharaoh shuffle in exactly the center. You have to do a Pharaoh shuffle below that guide card. Hence the use of having that guide card be a reverse breather, because you don't have to riffle through it. If you don't do that, you have to riffle through it until you see your guide card, your key card, if you will, and then you just do one out Pharaoh. That's as per the original. And what I didn't like, when you do just one out Pharaoh, well, then you just have to show that the four jacks mysteriously got together and found the cards or what have you. But what he does here, and I really like that part, he does the Joshua J. ribbon spread hideout by shuffling the cards together so that they're offset, and you don't quite square them. And now you can do a ribbon spread where none of the jacks show, only the top jack shows. You can then pick up the spread. You can also go through the spread and just show it's not a very neat spread. It doesn't have to be a neat spread. You just pick them up, and then you can take that jack one more time and show that it's really just a single, because it is just a single. And then you pinky count 6 cards, and you smack the top of the deck and spread all those cards, and lo and behold, of course, they found the 3 cards. Because why not? I haven't done this collector's bit yet, and just because I'm going to show you the collectors that I usually do, and it's from Card College, and the only reason why I'm going to show you is because I've done this for, I don't know, 20 years or so, and well, it's a worker. It's just something that I do all the time. There's nothing particularly interesting about this. You have the 4 aces or the 4 jacks or whatever collector's cards. You just have them in front of you. Somebody says stop, and you steal that card under the spread. Somebody says stop here, and whatever, you steal that card under the spread. And somebody says stop there, and you steal that card under the spread. And that's it. And you spread them again or what have you, and you pick up a break above the bottom 3 cards, and you do the Vernon add-on, and you pick those up, and you show them again, and you show the other side again. So it's just those 4 cards, and you do the Krenzel mechanical reverse, and you buckle the bottom card. And the nice thing is, because I've done this many times, I know what I'm saying when I do this. I say, well, I don't know, your card could have been a heart, possibly a club, and your card, tell me if I'm right, it could have been a spade, and your card, and typically it's not. I mean, they say, oh, no, it's not. I'm saying you could have been, and you get, some mileage out of this one, and your card could have been a club, and I can see you're not that impressed, and just throw them in there, and they find the cards. It's a non-magician fool, clearly. It's a very mundane sort of technique, but I've done it forever, so I like this one. But I'm definitely going to try this other collector's bit, because now I like it as well, because you go from 1 to 4 and everything happens at once. I think when it comes to collectors, the strength of collectors for me is that everything happens at once, and the reaction that you get from this one is, it all happens at once. They suddenly find all those 3 cards, and that's it. I hope you like this one.